What is going on, guys? They call me Ampy, and I got a quad feed with a red gun. Does it count if it's a red gun? That's the question of the day. Yo, what is going on, guys? I am playing some TDM here on Stonehaven with the IA2 marksman rifle. Playing some TDM because in the wee hours of the morning on the PlayStation 4, let's say 4 or 5 a.m., there is absolutely nobody on. And it is really frustrating when you have to try to find people to play with. There's nobody in Cranked. There was nobody in Kill Confirmed, which is my favorite game mode. There was nobody in Free-for-All, so I had to resort to playing some old-school, noob-friendly TDM. Had to resort to the IA2 marksman rifle because that thing rips, man. I really gotta say, that thing rips hard. Trying to get a gameplay on a map with a assault rifle, getting kind of bored, you know, wasn't really feeling it, wasn't really coming out too great, you know, the kills weren't coming in like I wanted it to, so I usually use the MR28, decided no, let's switch up, let's do something new for a change. They have all these guns available that I never use, so let's try the IA2. I see a lot of people running around with it on a day-to-day basis, so I decided to slap on a muzzle brake and a red dot on that thing, go to town on Stonehaven, sniping people out from a distance. That thing does a lot more damage than I thought it would, but that is not the topic of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the quad feed, hope you guys enjoyed the TDM gameplay in the background, but we are going to talk about PlayStation 4, next-gen consoles, and KM strikes on the PlayStation 4. So let's jump right ahead and talk about the PlayStation 4. 5 a.m., 4 a.m. when I was playing last night, there was about 15,000 people online. When you cover the whole span of the earth, that is not a lot. There was like 5,000 people in TDM. That is how I got this gameplay. All the other game modes, as I said earlier, were empty, and that is really hard to deal with because when you are cycling through game modes to try to get into, there's really not a lot of flexibility there for you. People do not have the next-gen console, and that can pose a real problem early on because in the wee hours of the morning when I usually am up playing, you know, trying to focus, try to get a game, and there's nobody online, I'm forced to play with the same people over and over and over again. And we all know, anybody who's possibly watching this video, that PlayStation 4 is significantly less popular than Xbox. At least previous years, that has been the case. I'm pretty sure that the PlayStation outsold the Xbox in sales because it was cheaper and it came out earlier. But as far as Call of Duty goes, Call of Duty is played on the Xbox. It's kind of like a fact. It's a trademark. You really don't see professional Call of Duty being played on the PlayStation 4. So already PlayStation 4 is at a disadvantage as far as Call of Duty numbers. But there is a reason, a magical reason I bought this console over the Xbox. One, Microsoft, Red Ring of Death, bullshit, not dealing with that. But the PlayStation 4 is supposedly the more powerful system. Now, I'm not going to get into specs and graphics and all this other crap that is inside my hardware, but for all intents and purposes, Sony has said that their system is the gaming console of the century, and I'd like to believe them. I trust them for the most part, definitely trust them a little bit more over Microsoft, but the PlayStation 4 problems I've seen with it thus far, I play Call of Duty Ghosts more so than Battlefield. Those are the two games I have, and when I try to invite somebody to my session with by pressing triangle, they pull up their name and I press invite. It takes about 15 to 20 seconds to get that invitation out, whereas on the PlayStation 3 it was almost instant. You'd pull up their menu, you pull up your dashboard, you go to their profile and you invite them on the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4, you pull up the menu, you press invite, and it takes about 15 to 20 seconds for it to pull up the invitation, and then you hit send. I'm not sure if that's a software issue or compatibility with Call of Duty Ghosts, but I do know that on the 360, that all you would have to do is hover over their name and press X. Not sure how it works on the Xbox One, but this is just a minor issue that I was a little taken aback by. I figured that this system was going to be so much more powerful than its predecessor that simple things would just be lightning fast. Something as simple as inviting your friend to play with you would be lightning fast, and it's not the case. It's the exact opposite. So I'm not really sure why that is. I know it's definitely not just happening to me and my buddy tried it at the same time. It happened to him a couple of times, not all the time. It seemed like the first two games we tried, you know, you turn on the system, you try to play with your friend, and it would take 15 to 20 seconds to send that invite. After the fact, after you've been playing for a couple times, it's almost like the system warms up a little bit, then it doesn't happen anymore. So take away from that what you will. You know, I'm not too picky about it, but something that doesn't really click with me with the whole system. But it is there, it is something to think about, and I'm just gonna drop it right there. So we're going to move forward from the unpopular underdog that is the PlayStation 4 and talk more about Call of Duty Ghosts. KEM strikes. Have I gotten one yet? No. Have I been close? Fuck yeah. Running Assault on 2 different times. One on my account, I was running Assault. I was completely on accident. 23 kill streak, got gunned down, realized it after the match was over. I was fucking pissed. Then I was running Assault on my buddy's account. 24 gun streak. Like, are you serious right now? And, you know, it was in spontaneous spur of the moment. I feel like whenever I try to go for a KEM, if I do purposely try to go for it, meaning put on the specialist strike package and try to go 25 gun kills, it's not going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen spontaneously, if anything. You know, if I try to go for something purposely, it just never happens. Like this, like clips, quad feeds, stuff like that, it all just happens in the spur of the moment. I give credit to all the people that can get them whenever they feel like getting them, but I am not one of those guys. I am not your run-of-the-mill pub stomper. But I want to talk about the assault rifles as far as being used for KEM strikes. They are the preferred weapon because they have the range, and that range is very important. I've been on the fence about assault rifles or submachine guns as far as the range versus the mobility you get with the subs, and I feel like it's going to happen with a assault rifle more than anything else. The only submachine gun I really enjoy using is the Vector, and second place to that is the MTAR, and a lot of people use the MTAR. It's a fan favorite, but I'm not feeling it. It doesn't do the work for me when I need it to. So and the Vector, the range isn't long enough. It's just really difficult to get those kills when you need them across the map and you're getting gunned down. So submachine guns really aren't a good idea. Some people are perfectly capable of getting KMs with submachine guns, but I feel like the maps are too large in Ghosts for that, for me at least. So assault rifle talk. AK-12, fan favorite. I love the AK since it was introduced fucking generations ago in COD 4, AK-47 classic. But AK-12, not my cup of tea in this game. The Honey Badger is definitely one of my favorites, but it's definitely overused. The range on it isn't that good, but it does come with an integrated silencer. So if there was a gun I was going to use to pick up a KM, it's probably either going to be the Honey Badger or the Remington. I hit my quad feed in the beginning of the video with the Remington. Definitely overused, but it does get a little boring. But, you know, it's probably going to be the Remington. It does the most work for me. As opposed to all the other guns. The ARX has an integrated laser, not that useful. The MSBS was nerfed to shit. The SA and the SC, I think they're called. Good assault rifles. I've gotten on a few gun streaks with them, but not really KM worthy in my opinion. Who knows? Maybe I'll pick up a KM with a USR, but maybe I'll run assault and pick it up spontaneously. Who knows, guys? But I hope you guys enjoyed the TDM video. TDM is good every now and again, right? Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new around these parts. I really appreciate all the support you guys are showing me. All the social links will be down in the description below. Expect a sniping gameplay on Overlord in the next few days. I have been Ampy. I will see you guys on the next one.